Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. PFC Brewing here. Got me a not so pale ale. Brought this guy out on my little fishing trip. Like I said, I had my my quote unquote winter lager down there. I had a keg of that down there, and I also had a keg of this down there. The winter lager didn't survive. This guy did. Matter of fact, that winter lager got a new name while we were down there. It's amazing what can happen around the campfire when you have some home brews and a bunch of guys. Need I say more? But we're kind of critiquing it, and I told the guys that, hey, I can taste too much ginger and too much cinnamon in this beer. And we pretty much just started calling that the stripper beer because of ginger and cinnamon. So if I ever do that again, it'll be called, instead of winter lager, it's going to be called my stripper lager. Just because too much ginger and too much cinnamon. But anyways, fishing trip turned out real well. Caught my first lunker. Been down there for 25 years, since I was like a little kid, real little kid. Have never caught a lunker. I had two brothers that I caught one, and my cousin's gotten two. We go down there about 3 times a year, and none of us, but just those guys, have caught lunkers, and now me. My dad was so jealous, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's going to cost me a couple $100 to get that thing mounted. I'll show you that whenever it comes in. It'll be a few months, so hopefully I'll still be doing these Homebrew Wednesdays for that long. But on the beer, bringing that keg down there worked out real well. Worked out a lot better just bringing 2 kegs back than a bunch of 50, 60 bottles, and then having to wash that out. I still got to wash out my keg. Got to also do a little bit of washing of carboy so I can siphon over my smoked ale to a secondary, which has been in there for probably a little bit longer than I'd like, but hey, you get busy, you got things to do. The pale ale, I'll do a little tasting here for you. All I gotta say is hoppy. Good, but hoppy. Well, good and hoppy, I should say. That dry hopping, you can smell it. Definitely smell it. Tasting wise, you can definitely taste it. Cascades. They always said that Cascades had like a citrus type of flavor in them. I could never taste that, but I was always just mainly tasting bitterness. None of my beers really had any hoppiness flavors to it until this guy, which that's probably the reason why I couldn't taste any citrus flavors in there. Now wines that you buy, I can taste the citrus flavors in there, and this guy I definitely can taste the citrus flavors in, which is kind of unique. I guess my taste buds and my brain are starting to comprehend and starting to learn a little bit. So got this guy kegged up, about anywhere from a half to a fourth left. I should get a scale and kind of figure out how much beer I got left in one of those and just keep that in the fridge. But the only thing we ran into problems with bringing those kegs down there was it was cold, very cold. I didn't have to worry about icing them down or anything like that. Just had to get on the guys about drinking them quick enough so we can keep beer running through that picnic tabber. We had some problems with it freezing up, had to take it off, dangle it over the campfire for a little bit, put it back on, get us some beers. So that was the only issue I had. Shouldn't have that issue anymore with any other camping trips, so until next year, but we'll see. I got some footage. We had an awesome campfire. Got a nice blue flame on that sucker, huge. I'll show you some of that footage in a little bit. So what I've been doing in terms of homebrew this past week, let me think. Well, that's it. Just drinking them. I haven't done anything for homebrew at all, except for get the beer brought over to the campsite and drinking it. It's not a bad week. What's on tap? I got my smoked ale. I'm gonna put it in the secondary. Take gravity reading on it. Got a keg to clean, and that's about it. Next keg that's sitting and waiting is my oatmeal stout. I'm ready for that guy. Ready for St. Patty's Day. Kind of good timing on that one. I need to start a calendar so I can get my timing down on when I need to start brewing beers and what for different various events. The other thing I'm going to be doing this week is probably reading. I got me a new book. Saw this on the internet and I thought it looked interesting. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so tonight I told myself no television. There's no hockey games on tonight, so I am going to just sit down, have a glass of this, or more glasses of this, and read a few chapters in my book. I was told that this guy's got he is really good for, it says master lessons for advanced homebrewers. That's not me by any means. However, a couple guys, I think the Beer Geek, or the Brew Geek, whatever his name is, he did a book review on this, and that's what inspired me to get it. Basically, he said that this guy talks about how to get your equipment dialed in, or what you should do to try to get your equipment dialed in so you can become a better brewer with your equipment. And he focuses a lot on all grain brewing, which I need a lot of help with. I think. I don't know. I've been getting compliments on my beers, but hey, all those guys are drinking free beer, so they're not going to diss the beer at all. But I figured, if I'm not doing anything, I should be reading up on how to better it. What else? In terms of YouTube videos, I do have a question. I know some of you guys got some good intros and different things like that. I just got a corny picture of my brew dog and a little logo, and I am a computer guy. I do like doing that. However, I'm not a graphics design guy or anything like that. I love open source. I am a man of belief that Linux is awesome. You don't have to pay for anything. It just works. So I implement a lot of Linux stuff at work with my networks and different things like that. I'd be interested if any of you guys have any type of some type of editor or some type of software that I could create a cool intro, just to see if I can kind of give a better production with my my videos. I know Time for Another, I like how he does his. He has like a little brief intro, and then it goes into his music, and it kind of makes it like a brand that he has. I like to have that. The other thing that I like to have would be a better video editor. If you guys use Linux or Windows, something that's open source would be great. I really don't want to spend a whole lot of money on stuff, but I would. So that'd be very helpful. I'm figuring maybe I can, as far as the intro go, maybe I'd put it along the guitar. That way I can strum a few chords and get my own little intro made. May work on that here in the next week or so. So if you guys got any input on that, on how some of you guys do that, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. What else is new? Next brew day. That is going to be not this weekend, this coming weekend, but the following weekend. I'm going to probably try to brew up a lager if I can get stuff in, or I will be doing another pale ale. I do have the yeast for the pale ale, So I may just go with the pale ale. And then skip the lager until the following week and go from there. We'll see. I got a lager in the fridge yet, so that may I should get some ales done. So as far as that goes, I think that's all I have for this week. I appreciate all you guys for subscribing. I appreciate all the views. Hopefully I'll have some more videos coming up of different things that I've done. Maybe I'll review the book and write down some notes and say, hey, page 26, read this little paragraph. That might be nice. Just to have give you guys some input on the book, and maybe if I find it helpful, maybe you guys will be interested in reading it. But like I said, thank you guys for all subscribing, and thank you for watching the videos. I truly appreciate it. Have a homebrew, and cheers. Hey guys, I'm back. Got my smoked, not really, porter. Smell it. Smells like a green beer. Take a taste. Tastes like a green beer. It's got a lot of coffee tones to it. No really smoke flavor, no smoke smell. I think next time I either need to, I need to wet my grains, or I probably should maybe just highlight the smoked malts. Not add so much riffraff. Maybe make it kind of like a smoked pale ale. I don't know. Any advice of people that have done it? Really don't want to go out there and buy me some smoked malts. I want to do it myself. I'm just that kind of guy, I guess. But any advice? People that have done it, appreciate it. Any, if you guys have done, I like the darker beers. If you guys have done any of them, let me know. So here, cheers.
Well, I'm just carrying around 2 cans and a fucking string. Well, you can carry next to it, man. That thing's more of a fucking aggravation than what it's worth.
I'd probably be happy with 2 cans.
Then you wouldn't have to be doing this the whole time.
One in everybody's camper.
Ring, 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 ring.
You could actually get a smartphone.
Looks like I never caught that tree up there for a second. It was like a fire.
Never.
You still have pagers?
Captain Technology over here still packing one.
I didn't know they still made those.
They only make them for him, because about every other time